Deep sleep. Sleep is one of the four primitive fountains of life, the other being food, self preservation, and sex. If you do not get good sleep regularly, it affects your health by way of disorders, increased stress, and aging. This presentation is based on my research on myself and a control group on how to increase your deep sleep. Let's prepare before going to sleep. They say do not eat a heavy meal 4 hours before sleeping. Eat like a king during breakfast, they say, like a prince during lunch, and like a pauper during dinner. Had a very important reason. And then you hydrate yourself before sleeping. They say you will have to wake up during the night. So be it, but it prevents heart attacks at 2 to 4 in the morning. Drink a glass of water before you sleep. It does nothing for me in deep sleep. What is that? Alcohol. It doesn't increase. So I avoid alcohol by all means. And then I meditate for 30 minutes. You have to do that too. Now, still meditation, when achieved, takes you to deep sleep-like state. This takes time to master, but it can be done. For a start, you got to stop processing repeating thoughts for which you cannot solve anything in the next 12 hours. So stop thinking them. And then say a gratitude prayer for your present good health. This is one of the most important things because your happiness quotient is 85% linked with your health. And of course, if you're not healthy, you will not sleep. So you're thanking them for your good health. And the position in which you sleep is important because 8 hours of still oxygenation of the blood is important. If you can get more oxygen in while you're sleeping, the better. If you sleep on your back, you're going to snore because you hyperventilate. And then if you sleep on your stomach, they say is the best position where you are by default forced into doing diaphragmatic breathing because the chest is stopped. Now, why is deep sleep so necessary? Now, during deep sleep, your body heals and new cells are produced most effectively. Your blood pressure is normal. Your blood sugar is optimum. Your lymphatic system is working more efficiently because you are still. And with muscle tone at zero, all the capillaries, the veins and arteries are fully dilated. This is the magic of deep sleep. Normally, how much is deep sleep? You get about 13 to 25% of your sleep time is in deep sleep. That means 2 hours in an 8-hour sleep would be good. That's great. But how can we bring it up to 4 hours in 8 hours? We try that. Agings and disorders are indirectly proportional to the amount of deep sleep. It's a accumulating effect. A little bit of effect takes place, and in the end, you have a proper disorder because sleep wasn't there. So, what are the deep sleep helpers? We have to have helpers to help us. What I've been using as a research indicator. First is the cannabidiol, which is called CBD. It's a component of the cannabis plant. And then THC, which is also called delta-9 tetrahydrocannabinol. This is the psychoactive component similar to alcohol. And you know alcohol is the number one drug on the planet. They say 2 alcoholic drinks are equivalent to eating an edible which is less toxic. And then you have your own little system. It's called the endocannabinoid system in your own body, which affects sleep, mood, appetite, memory, reproduction, and fertility. These endocannabinoids is produced in your body and used in your body. So let us see what it is. Before that, any of these things are available. The other one you have from the Ontario Cannabis Store. A little bit about your endocannabinoid system. We want to see what you have. You see, you have two types of receptors, cannabinoid receptors. This is called CB1 and CB2. The CB1 receptors are mostly in the brain and along the spine, and the CB2 receptors are along your organs, the heart, liver, and spread out along the body. Cannabinoids are produced naturally by the body and regulate the endocannabinoid system. What specifically are endocannabinoids? What is produced by your body? Your body is producing dope. First is called anandamide. Anandamide it improves memory and immune system. Ananda is Sanskrit for bliss, so it is called the bliss molecule, and is produced by your body. And the second one, which is produced by our body, is 2-AG or 2-archidonyl glycerol. This is responsible for regulating the endocannabinoid system, and it's 170 times more prevalent than anandamide in your body. So there you go. You have two drugs in your body. And how toxic is CBD, which is not in our body, which we're going to introduce from the cannabis plant. For a start, it is a food supplement. It is not toxic at all. The major benefit, as is evidenced in the veneration of this product in the Rig Veda, a 5,000-year-old scripture. Why is that? Because all disorders start with inflammation in the vein, arteries, joints, stomach lining, intestines. When you have deep sleep with an anti-inflammatory agent, all cells to cell communication are improved. This is some of my recordings of my sleep session. Here I slept for 8 hours and 21 minutes. I use this, I have some November onwards, all the records. I use Apple Watch and an app on the iPhone. You should also set up to monitor your sleep quality. It's an easy setup. If you look here, I slept for 4 hours and 2 minutes of deep sleep. Now, that's good, because even if you take it, when you're sleeping, the effect is there, even the psychoactive effect, but when you wake up, you're absolutely fine. And this is a session where I slept for 6 hours and 29 minutes, but I had a late night snack with a glass of milk, which is not considered toxic, and see what happens. I had a deep sleep of 0 minutes totally. Now I just wanted to tell you this. I have recordings from November onwards. I can analyze, I have the notes, what I've done. And I'm doing this research, and also my knowledge base and my research I've taken a lot from the Cancel course, which is the go-to course for the cannabis industry in Ontario, in Canada, in fact. And this is my certificate of achievement. I'm an expert in this. So in conclusion, my friend, sleep well. Get your deep sleep quotient up by changing your lifestyle, and your longevity depends on it. Follow a tried and tested method to increase deep sleep. Improve your well-being and health by improving your deep sleep quotient. Anti-aging, remember, and no disorders. And with that, I would like to thank you, and I would like to end the presentation. You have deep sleep, and then you have silence. Thank you.